Today we're finally taking a look at the Mandalorian and Child 1/6 scale figures from Hot Toys. So here we have Mando and Grogu and all his accessories laid out on the table. Let's take a close look at everything, packaging. First there's the box art. On the right hand side you've got the overlay that sits down on top of the clamshells. Very cool. Scrolling back over, you get quite a bit of stuff with this Hot Toys, and I'm very, very pleased with everything that it comes with. Well, let's start off by looking at the main attraction, and that's Mando. Just real quick, that Beskar armor really catches the light, and it shines, and it looks fantastic top to bottom. The belt strap, the knee shin pads, the knee pads, the boots, everything. We'll take a closer look in a second. Here's the base, that sand base with the footprints already sculpted in. Everyone wishes, myself included, they would just leave those flat so you could have a few more posing options, but it is what it is. Do have the spot, of course, for the dynamic flight stand, which we'll show you here in a second. And you've got the nameplate, Star Wars, The Mandalorian. Pretty simple stuff. Moving on, there's the use your words, flight stand that we talked about with the clip. It's got the little felt on the inside to protect the figure, so thank you, Hot Toys, for thinking of us. Of course, the instruction manual. Take a look at that, guys, especially if you're new to Hot Toys, the do's and don'ts. Here's his long rifle. Very, very cool. Highly detailed, sculpted. It is made to strap onto his back. There's a hole in the cape, which I'll show you in a little bit, and it fits onto his back permanently. Great detailing on this thing from top to bottom, from the wood grain handle to the copper little pieces on the scope and throughout the barrel. Very, very nice. Moving on to his jetpack. Sculpted and colored in a gunmetal gray. It's magnetized, so there is no peg or slot on his back. It just simply sits right on his back and with a magnet and holds in place. So that was very cool. Again, well done, Hot Toys. But this is a nice addition if you want to use that flight stand. Let's go on to the Child, a.k.a. Baby Yoda, a.k.a. Grogu. Very, very well sculpted, just in a stationary pose, but there's like a burlap texture to his robe. The arms are stationary. I didn't show it here, but he does have little feet. I'll show you in the next time we show him, but his head does move up and down just a little bit, and then back and forth, and it does pop off so that you can put the necklace, which is right here, onto Grogu if you want to. Also, we've got an extra thermal detonator. There's the tracking device. You got one ingot of Beskar with the symbol emblazoned on there. Extra hands. He's got one knife in the sheath. A couple extra pieces that fit on his helmet, tracking and targeting devices. And of course, there's his extra signet with the, I forgot what they call that rhino. We'll call him the Sand Rhino helmet. That's going to go on as soon as I swap them out. Then you've got this metallic grapple piece made out of a tough, rigid wire. So you can plug that into the gauntlet and simulate him shooting his grapple. Likewise, there's two blast effects for the jetpack. They just plug right into the back. And likewise, you've got one flamethrower effect that also just plugs into the gauntlet. And I'll show you that here in just a few minutes. Very well done, a little translucent flame effect. So the more the merrier. Before we take a closer look at the figure, let's have a moment of silence for the Razor Crest. Thank you. So for our first pose, we got Mando on the turntable, pistol drawn, Grogu below him there in a kind of a protective action pose. This figure does pose very, very well. You can get it out of, classic museum poses and still get it to do pretty much what you want. There is a little bit of hindrance with the arms and how far up they'll raise. I'll show you in a minute, because there is a little padded fat suit underneath his jumpsuit there, which Hot Toys is famous for doing. And it does fill out the figure and make him look, like a guy in there, not just a skinny plastic action figure. But it does hinder the articulation. So there are a few videos online where you can either they show you how to remove the fat suit entirely, or you can modify it so that you can keep the arms able to raise up past 90 and the legs. And I'm not sure if I'm going to go that route yet. So let's stop for a second, put him in a different pose, show you what else he can do. Be right back. All right, the next pose I imagine happens a few seconds or so after the last one. Maybe he's already protected Grogu and he's just picked him up and saying, hey, it's okay, kid, I got you. Getting ready to reholster the blaster. And again, this thing just looks fantastic, catches the light great, and I couldn't be happier with it. So let's get Grogu out of the shot. Maybe put the blaster in the holster and get that rifle on his back and go for a more traditional, what you would see on a poster type pose. Sit tight. Here we go again. So the next pose we've got Mando in is more of a museum, kind of a stoic, but here's the rifle slung over his back. There's two pieces of leather that come through the back of the cape. There's a cut in the cape. The two little straps have a tiny, tiny magnet, which you've got to be careful with. And then here, I'll show you. Let me get it a little closer. So these two straps here, as you can see, there's a hole cut in his cape. So they feed through that, wrap around, and fasten. And then on the other side, there's this strap that comes over in the front. And as you can see, clips on right there to the strap on Mando's chest. And while we got him up close, let's take a closer look at that. I mean, just beautiful. I love the way it catches the light. Love it. I didn't pick up the classic, the first version. A lot of people are doing that if you're a completist and got to have them all. You know, to me, they're not Pokemon. I don't have to catch them all. I just get the ones I really, really like, and I really, really like this one. So let's move him around in a different pose. Maybe put him on the flight stand and see how he looks doing something different. All right, stick around. I think what I'll show off next before we get to the flight stand is the jetpack and how it behaves, how it operates. It's got a nice little felt padding. It's magnetic, as I said before. So let's grab Mando, spin him around. You got to pull the cape off to the side, and as you can see, just boom. And it sticks right there. Perfect. I'm going to add the flame effects. Let me just take it off briefly while I do that. Hold on. Hope he stays put. Now these are a snug fit, so be careful. You can hear them squeaking in there, but they are tight. They're not going to pop out on you. Just be careful when you're placing them inside. You don't want to, obviously, you don't want to break your brand new figure. All right, pretty cool. Right. Who says I don't play with my toys? What's the point, right, if you don't? So again, I guess the move is to take the cape off to the side, kind of tuck it down. And I'll be right back. Let me put him on a flight stand and see what he looks like. All right. So here we have Mando on the flight stand. Sorry about the light there on the corner. I just couldn't get him in frame on the stand without a little piece of the light showing up. But here he is, jetpack on, flame effects. I went ahead and clamped it from the front around the waist. That way I could show off most of the figure. And it's kind of hard to clamp it from the back with the jet effects and everything there and still make it stable. But there he is, looking upward, jetting up. It looks, again, very, very cool. Important to pull the cape off to the side and kind of tuck it under his arm. He could even hold it. But for those of you that are stickler for details, I thought about it during the show. Why isn't his damn cape catching on fire every time he used the jetpack? But I don't care. The jetpack's still cool. And so is the figure, as I keep saying. So if I had a scale of total fail to total grail, this obviously would be a total grail on a 1 to 5. I just absolutely love it. Maybe one more pose, and then we'll wrap this up. So here he is, guys, with his flamethrower effect clamped into his left gauntlet. As you can see, looks quite impressive. Oh, as I knock him over. Let's bring him in a little closer. It just has a couple of tabs that slides underneath the gauntlet, and the top piece aligns with his little, where it's, I guess where the fuel is. But look at that. coming at you, sunburn style. Again, very, very impressed overall with the look of this figure. I think it's still available on Sideshow, their main website. So if you're interested, don't hesitate. Please pick it up. This is definitely, I know it's the name of the channel, and I talk about it doesn't matter what it costs. And this was, you know, standard Hot Toy price, I think $260 for this basic edition. But I do consider it a Grail nonetheless. So thanks so much, you guys, for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you think of the video, the poses. Give me some suggestions if you think anything different I could do. Anything except shut down the channel. And that's not going to happen. Don't forget, we're still trying to give away that Thanos PVC statue. Once we hit 50 subscribers, we did sign up a couple more people this past week. So thank you for that. I do appreciate it. Don't forget to stay tuned. Try to post some different videos every week. As long as new stuff's coming in, put something up on the channel for you guys to watch. Again, thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. You guys take care. Be safe. We'll see you next time.